I'm Nathan, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you a very simple illustration and giving you a very simple and easy to integrate explanation as to what fifth dimensional consciousness is and how you can integrate this energy into your life. Now, why you might want to do this is because understanding fifth dimensional consciousness, just having simply a better understanding of it, helps you to tune into a more powerful, more malleable aspect within yourself and therefore reality. So this is really applicable for anybody who wants to just live life to the fullest. Fifth dimensional consciousness can 100% help you to reach any kind of goal or any kind of thing like this that you could possibly imagine. So welcome back to Vibes and Frequencies. It's exactly what we're talking about in this video. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I want to do is demonstrate to you a very simple illustration. Now, when it comes to fifth dimensional consciousness, it comes to the fact that your power in this is going to realize itself in the present moment. Now, you've likely heard this before. You've likely heard, oh, be in the present moment. All your power is in the present moment. Enlightenment is present moment consciousness. You've likely heard all of these things, but I noticed that there's a lot of misinterpretation and misrepresentation of what present moment really is kind of all about. And I know this because I've seen it in a lot of videos, and I actually misunderstood it for a very long time myself. So I'm excited to demonstrate this to you and show you how you can really understand the present moment more and therefore be able to integrate it into your life and find yourself in it more often. Now, many people say that you can understand the present moment by understanding that this is a new moment. Now, this is a new moment. Now, this is a new moment. And what's demonstrated a lot in this explanation is that you're free in every single moment is a new moment, right? I'm a new person now, so I don't have to be the person I was in this moment. And now I'm a new person. I'm able to be new in this moment, right? This is how a lot of people explain it. And this really helps us to engage with a certain aspect of ourselves and freedom and liberation from memory and trauma and past and future. So it's an awesome representation for that. However, when it comes to fifth dimensional consciousness, it really leaves a lot to be desired. Because the truth is that right now is not a new moment. Right now is literally the only moment there will ever be in existence. Consider this. Right now is the only moment that exists. So you can be a new person and shift to a different timeline and reality and version of whatever's going on in different dimensions of experience and different, basically, storylines that are playing out in your physical life. You can do this, but it's not in a new moment that you do that. It all takes place in this moment. This moment is truly the only moment that exists. And I'm going to help to demonstrate this to you with this simple illustration now. And just by tuning into this and allowing this to kind of just process within yourself, you'll immediately begin to experience reality from a more fifth dimensional consciousness vibration. And then we're going to take this video even further and break down some of the trippiest, most mind-blowing, awesome stuff that you can apply in your life today. So this right here, consider that this is you. This right here is you. That's you. The circle, okay? This is who you really actually are. Now, you exist in this moment right here. Now, you are so extremely powerful and so multidimensional that in this moment, the only moment that you exist in right here, you essentially branched yourself out into, this line represents a timeline. This is a version of you doing something. This is a version, this is a version, this is a version. Now they all branch out like this, infinitely, if this makes sense to you. They all branch out infinitely in infinite directions. So this right here in the center is how you can linearly understand it. But let go a little bit of the linear explanation and tune more into the energy of what I'm saying, and it'll help you a lot better to integrate this, I promise. This is who you really are. The center. You are the moment, the one consciousness that exists and has expressed itself in a bunch of different ways. Now, all of these different lines, like I said, they represent, as you can imagine, different timelines. This is the easiest way for our human mind to understand and process this. Timelines. Right now, I'm in a timeline where I'm a YouTuber, for example. There's another timeline that exists where I'm a construction worker. Absolutely, this is true. So this is who you are, and you are essentially sleeping. You are such a powerful being, and you're taking a nap right now is how you can think about this. And in your nap, you are essentially dreaming yourself to be, for example, right here. Right now, you're existing on this timeline. That's what you're dreaming yourself to be in. But in any given moment, as in this moment is the only given moment that is, it's you right here. This is the true now that always is. You dream a vibrational shift within yourself. Based on you in this state, you feel something from within, which we can call vibrational resonance. And based on that resonance, it immediately puts your awareness in human form, for example, on the timeline that you're currently on. Now, all these other things exist simultaneously. All other versions of yourself, no matter how big or small the changes are, exist all at once in an infinite space in any direction. This is how it works. So who you really are is actually right here. You right now are dreaming that this is you. But throughout life, and even right now in this video, your vibrational resonance is constantly shifting. And I'm going to explain this a little bit more in a moment here. But as you shift, you might all of a sudden shift from this timeline version of yourself to this timeline version of yourself all the way over here. See, imagine in distance-wise that this is a completely different spectrum of the universe right here, a completely different spectrum of possibility. So right now, most of us keep ourselves grounded to a specific sector of the infinite possibilities because of our beliefs and the way that we believe reality is and the way that we believe that this experience we're having right now is real. Because you believe these things, this belief is essentially you in your actual true state, like we said, dreaming, you're dreaming that you are here. Now, in your dream, you aren't giving yourself very much permission to change outside of what you believe is the truth of reality. You believe that things are fixed. You believe that your past, for example, is what led you to today. This happened when I was 12. This happened when I was 7. My mom did this when I was 19. Here I am. You see what I'm saying? We hold on to all these experiences and beliefs, and it basically justifies to us that this reality is this way. So right now, you are existing in a certain sector of the infinite possibilities of timelines, and you might shift from here to here and from there to there, but you're not going to go very far away from the specific sector you're in until you realize that time is a real experience you're having in this dream, but time as an actual truth in the mechanics of who you really are and what's really going on here is not real. Now, when you realize this and you understand how mechanics work and what's actually taking place, which we're going to break down further, when you realize this, it opens up a whole bunch of new sectors for you. Now you're able to vibrationally shift to other timeline versions of yourself that might be much more free and malleable, doing much more of what you love, because you start realizing that the certain 9-to-5 job, the current society, the current relationship, the current ideas, traumas, beliefs, whatever it is that you're holding yourself to because you believe it's real, when you realize it's not, it's part of the dream, and this is the real you, and you could dream yourself in any timeline at all that you could possibly imagine, it does exist. Well, then it opens up those sectors so you can start shifting to them. So this is absolutely mind-blowing, I know. And here's an interesting question that you might have, because I know that it's one that I had. When you shift from this timeline, for example, all the way over to this sector, are you going to, when you're in this sector, all of a sudden realize that your entire past has changed? Because in this timeline right here, you have a different story that brought you to here. So are you going to realize that all of a sudden your story's changed? All of a sudden you realize that you remembered this, and now all of a sudden you remember going to a different school and doing a different job for work. And you're going to go, whoa, I can't believe that just happened. No, you are not, because that's how the mechanics work. The fact that you're here having this experience is because you're dreaming and you believe that it's real. Now, this fundamental belief that this experience is real is the only reason that you're able to be here having a physical experience. So the point is not to start affirming over and over again that this is not real and phase out of reality, because it's a gift that you're here, and you'll experience it more as a gift if you just realize in a slight way that things aren't real in the way that you've been clinging to them to be, because that's when things get malleable. So if you shift from this timeline to this timeline, what will literally happen is your entire past will change. Your past story, all the things that you remember will change. Those changes are a hallucination that you are hallucinating in your dream state. You're literally hallucinating that. So you're not going to realize on the human level, in the real experience you're having, that all of a sudden your past has changed. It just will have, and that is the way that it defines to you how you got to where you are. It's part of the mechanics of the simulation, is how you can understand this a little bit better. So this is a slight toe dip into the incredible ocean of fifth dimensional consciousness. You are an eternal, multidimensional, infinite being. You are the only one that is. It's you. You are the same one that is me, that is her, that is him, that is everyone that you could possibly think of, and even all the beings out there that exist that we can't even fathom on the human level because of the sector that we currently have ourselves clinging to and not understanding how to experience that more malleability. So you are all that is. You are this one single moment of existence. It all happens at once. So every single timeline and experience of you has already happened. It happened in the now. It's happening and has happened simultaneously. It started and ended. You are dreaming that time exists and are hallucinating it unfold, and that's what allows you to have this experience and feel it to be meaningful and credible. But truly, everything has already happened, and that's just how it is. So you can shift immediately to different versions of yourself because they've already happened. And the way that you shift to those is by shifting your internal vibrational frequency. Now, I have multiple videos tagged below, which I will title in a way that will help you to navigate which one resonates the most with you. But essentially, most of these videos I've got tagged below are all about how you can understand that vibrational frequency and how you can shift easier. So there's lots of different videos that might resonate with you tagged below that I highly recommend you check out at the end, because in this video, I don't want to spend any time explaining how you do the vibrational shift. The truth is that just by explaining to you how it works and revealing a little bit more of the mechanics I'm about to, for example, will help you to already shift your internal vibrational frequency, because now you'll have an awareness, you'll feel the malleability, and that's going to open you up to what many people call their higher mind, their higher self, God consciousness. Now, just by understanding this, you'll start to open up to that, and you'll start to receive more and more information on your own. Because the truth is that you don't need me to tell you any of this. And as a matter of fact, the only reason you can be here in this video and even hear me saying these words and perceive it is because you already know this within you. Because this is you, and this is me, and this is all of us. So this right now on this page is demonstrated to represent your individual human character that you are being. But the truth is that this one single moment that you are, this eternal infinite being that's dreaming itself in all these different versions of you, is a small fractal of the truth. Because you're also dreaming yourself in a whole bunch of other infinite sectors from this one, branching out into totally different people. As in one of the sectors, you're me, one of them, you're you, so on and so forth. Now, don't worry too much about this, because you are here having your individual human experience. You should be here and have that. It's what you're here to do. So don't push it away. Allow it to be and simply enjoy the ride. And I find you can enjoy it much more when you understand these mechanics and realize how truly free and infinite and undying you are. So don't get so hung up on stuff all the time, you know? Yes, you're me. Yes, you're them. Yes, they're that. But you don't necessarily have to process this in any given moment. If you want to be able to process this and actually experience yourself as all that is, just understand these mechanics. It truly is as simple as that. Tune in. Allow that energy to grow, and you'll immediately start integrating and receiving more information that vibrates at that level of your vibration and frequency. So it's essentially that you're opening yourself up, you're tuning yourself to that station. Because reality, another analogy we can use, is a lot like you are a radio. That's who you are. You're a radio. But also who you are is the one that's able to tune and change the channel. So you change the channel, and all these different channels are happening simultaneously. For example, right now, if you're watching the cooking show on TV, if you change the channel and all of a sudden you're watching a soap opera, it's not that the soap opera is somewhere else. It's right here in the now. It's just in a different channel of the now. See what I'm saying? So this is how vast and how amazing and how free you are. This is fifth dimensional consciousness as a toe dip in the ocean. You already have all the information you need to know within you. Again, like I said, you would not be able to process or understand this video. But, of course, like I said, there's a lot of other videos and content I've made, so thanks for going below. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for taking a moment to like this video, too, if you liked it. I really appreciate it. And let me know what you think about fifth dimensional consciousness and what this energy and this conversation means to you. I'll see you for the next video. Once again, my name's Nathan. Thanks a lot. See you soon.